Welcome to Houston, everybody, where the Mariners are here in town to wrap up this 3-game series before heading off to San Francisco, California, then back to Seattle. And today, the Mariners look to take this series from the Astros, a team that has tormented them this season. We welcome you to Mariner Baseball, everybody, from Minute Maid Park here in Houston, Texas. And just moments ago, Orbit, the mascot for the Astros, looks like he's a little lacking here. He's missing one of his antenna, Logan Morrison. Going to do a dance-off, going to do the Macarena, having some fun. Got to love it. Lomo uninhibited, feeling good, coming off a 2-home-run performance yesterday. He and the Mariners ready to do business against the Astros as these boys having some fun here just a few minutes ago. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and the Root Sports crew with you as he gets his antennae back. Let's take a look at the Mariner batting order that will face young Lance McCullers.
Today's starting lineups. You got Smith leading off. Smith, 6th in the league in doubles. Then it's Jackson. Cano hitting 3rd. Robinson Cano starting to pick up some hits. You see his average at 240 now. Then it's Cruz, the DH today. He will be cleanup. Then it's Kyle Seager. It's well in this ballpark. Hitting 5th. Logan Morrison, we mentioned it, 2 home runs against McHugh yesterday. Had 5 RBIs in the game. Ackley in the lineup. They had Trumbo in left field. Trumbo a late scratch, and Ackley gets into the lineup. He will hit 7th. Miller and Sucre, giving Mike Zunino the day off. And then for McCullers on the year, a 2.32 ERA, 2-1 record overall. In 31 innings, he has 36 strikeouts, only 6 walks. He's given up 1 home run. Opponents hitting just 193 against McCullers. Good fastball at 95 miles an hour. Will mix in a breaking ball, be about 84. It's his best pitch, and then a changeup also. And our American Family Insurance defensive setup for the Astros. Rasmus is in left field. Marisnik getting the start in center. Springer out in right. Valbuena at third base. Correa recently called up. Will play shortstop. Gonzalez and Carter on the right side of the infield. And the former Angel, Hank Conger, will do the catching this afternoon. For McCullers, you can see what he did Monday against the White Sox. He went 7 innings, only 4 hits, but 3 earned runs for him. Didn't walk anybody, 7 strikeouts. He threw 96 pitches.
So young McCullers over his last 2 starts, 18 strikeouts, no walks. It should be interesting here today. You know, he's got the good fastball. I know yesterday Hernandez, a lot of off-speed stuff. Be curious. I'm anxious to see how this works here today against McCullers with the fastball curve combo. I'm
looking forward to watching him again. He's only 20 years old, but he seems to have a pretty good idea of pitching. His dad played in the big leagues, was a pitcher in the big leagues, a former teammate of mine, and he certainly knows what he's doing out there. Looking at the numbers again, the fact that he threw more breaking balls in his last start than fastballs, and he's a guy that has a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, a little bit odd. So against the White Sox, he had to make some adjustments. We'll see what he has here this afternoon.
Mariners 3-2 on this road trip, 2-1 in Cleveland, 1-1 here. And next stop, the world champion San Francisco Giants, 2 in San Fran, and then 2 in Seattle. Here we go, first pitch of the ball game, and it is outside. For ball 1 to Seth Smith. Paul Narrett, he's got balls and strikes today. Ed Hickok's at first, Mike Estabrook at second, and Dana Demuth is the umpire at third. Shift on for Seth.
And I will correct myself. He is 21 years old, not 20, 21 years old.
He's a babe. A lot of them up here now. You got him, you got Correa. And then all around, you and I were talking about the Buxton kid getting called up in Minnesota. This kid down at Texas who hit the home run.
Gallo recently called up a couple of weeks ago.
Ball foul by Seth. New generation sprouting up.
I think it's a good thing for the league. A lot of young talent.
Jack Dosher was the first second-generation major leaguer debuted back in 1903. And Herm Dosher, of course, is a household name all over. 3-2 here to Seth. But it was fun watching the draft last week. Some of your, sons of your old teammates, Mike Cameron's kid, to name one.
I think he was the 3rd pick for the Astros.
Charlie Hayes' son. Pitch number 7 coming up. course, the Griffeys, most famous father-son duo. A.B. ever. Here's a chopper. Goes foul. It's nice to see Junior at the Secaucus headquarters of MLB Network, representing the Mariners during the draft. So Seth Smith working a deep count again, Mike.
That's what he normally does. It's one of the reasons why Lloyd likes him at the top of the lineup.
Strike 3 call. Seth thought he had ball 4.
Well, according to the EQC tracer, that may have been down. 94-mile-an-hour fastball.
He thought for sure he had a free pass. 1 away. Brings up Austin Jackson. First time through, communication very important, right, for the top guys in the order?
I think so. And again, we just mentioned it, Seth, even though he ended up striking out looking, he did get a chance to see 8 pitches, including the breaking ball. And it's one of the things we've talked about it before. You have some video on him, you can read the scouting report, but until you stand in the batter's box, get a chance to try to pick up where his release point is, what his breaking ball looks like, how his fastball reacts. You need to get up there for the first time. Pretty good breaking ball right there. Again, that's going to be his best off-speed pitch today.
1-2 to Austin. 2 for 5 yesterday. Drove in a run in the 3rd. Mariners had a 5-run first inning against Colin McHugh.
That was his best fastball so far. 96 miles an hour right on the outside corner.
Breaking ball. Hit to Correa. And he throws over to Carter for out number 2. Brings up Robinson Cano. 3-game hitting streak working. 3 for his last 11. Game number 63 for the Mariners. Hopefully they can get on a little roll here. They got to get tested. They get tested here in this series, and then the Giants for the next 4 days. 2 there, 2 at home. And then the Astros again for another 3. And then Kansas City, the defending league champions. Soon to Robbie. First inning double and scored in yesterday's game. 2-0. There's the strike. Lefty's hitting 143 against McCullers. 19 strikeouts and just 3 walks. To the wrinkle. 2-2 to Cano. Nelson Cruz on deck. He's DHing today. Struck him out. So McCullers goes 1-2-3 with a strikeout, looking and swinging. Astros coming to bat. 26-year-old left-hander Roenis Elias coming off a fine performance at Cleveland, looking to go back-to-back victories here. Let's take a look at that Houston batting order.
More manager A.J. Hinch leading off. It will be George Springer. He has been a hot hitter for the Astros. Then it's Correa, 263 average, 5 hits. A couple of them are home runs. We saw one in the first game of this series. Gaddis, the DH, hitting third. Then it's Carter, Rasmus, and Conger hitting in the middle of the lineup. Marisnik, Valbuena, and Gonzalez round out the 9 for Houston. For Elias on the year, 3-3 record, a 2.79 ERA. He has really pitched well. In 58 innings, he has 43 strikeouts, 19 walks. Opponents hitting just 248 against him.
One of the many things you like about him, he competes hard.
He does, and at times this year, I think the other part of it is he's been in trouble, and for the most part has made some quality pitches to get out of it. His changeup has been a really good pitch for him, although it seems as if his curveball's last few outings has gotten better.
Elias coming off a 6-inning, 5-hit, 1-run performance at Cleveland. 1-0 to Springer. As you mentioned, Springer on fire. 6-game hitting streak, 12 for his last 24. He's reached base in 14 of his last 26 at bats. Being that hot, I know. Discussion with Lloyd McClendon and Paul Maurer, veteran umpire. Temperatures remain calm. Three and 0. Carlos Correa is on deck. Bounced that one up there for a pitch walk. I hope this is not going to be like the other day when Happ couldn't buy a low strike.
I hope not, too, because it's going to be critical for Elias to work ahead. Take a look at our American Family Insurance defensive setup for the Mariners. Ackley in left field, Jackson in center, Seth Smith is in right. Seager and Miller on the left side of the infield, Cano and Morrison on the right side, and Mike Zunino getting a rare day off. Jesus Sucre is going to do the catching.
Highly touted shortstop Carlos Correa, his first home series. Springer, he will run 13 out of 15. This team #1 in stolen bases with 50. They lead the major leagues in home runs with 83. Sucre's got a good arm. And hopefully Elias's time to the plate is good to give Suki a chance.
For Elias, he has an average move for a left-hander to first base.
Infield double play depth. Hit the other way. Making the play out there is Seth Smith. And there's one away. Crowd is immediately in love with Correa. He steps out of the dugout. It's like he hit 2 grand slams. They are really fired up to see this kid. George Springer had been picked off. We mentioned a couple of days ago, it's a big athletic team. Here's the lumberjack of the bunch. Good guy, Evan Gaddis, coming over from Atlanta. Born and raised in the Dallas area, and he's as strong as anybody we have in the American League.
It's an awkward looking batting stance, but it works for him.
I'm always intrigued watching his hands. He doesn't use a batting glove, and the way the bat, his top hand, it looks a little bit. Let's take a look at that. Now, did you see anything once he loads up?
He doesn't appear to put any pine tar or anything on there.
He took care of that pitch. Ackley will track it down. Springer digging for third. Throw to third, not in time. Holding it first, Gaddis, and here come the Astros right out of the gate in the first inning.
Base hit. It looks like it's the changeup. Yep, it's the changeup out over the plate. Gaddis out in front of it a little bit. Solid line drive in the left, and you have an idea of the speed of Springer going from first to third on that. Most players wouldn't even try it.
Now you bring up an annual Mariner tormentor, Chris Carter. 4-game hitting streak working, 5 for his last 12. Strike one to Chris.
I think Elias was able to get one back. You look at our EQC tracer, and that pitch was definitely down. Carter didn't like the call.
It's one of many you want to keep in the ballpark. He's got 14 career home runs against the Mariners. Hit one 2 nights ago.
Elias quickly ahead of him. He will strike out, too. You can strike him out. He'll expand the zone at times. That's fastball right on the inside corner, but you can get him to chase some pitches, and being ahead 0-2, he doesn't need to throw him a strike.
Carter and Souza Jr. Tampa Bay tied 82 strikeouts, most in the American League. Elias has got him 0-2. Gets away.
Hit him.
Oh, it hit him, so now the bases are loaded.
I think he hit him in the back foot with his breaking ball.
That ball really exploded up.
We'll take a look at it. Yeah, that's his curveball right off the toe of Carter.
Early trouble. Bases loaded and 1 out. Colby Rasmus, the hitter, 2 for his last 6. Batting in the 5-hole, playing in left field. Springer at third, Gaddis at second, Carter at first. Infield double play depth. One-0. Drop down on it. Zucrain with a nice stop. 2-0. Needs a quality pitch here.
Cano quickly out to the mound, trying to settle him down.
Well, good numbers there. But right now he's behind 2-0 in the count. 2-1. Outfield straightaway, not too deep. Here's the pitch. Ball 3-1. And Conger on deck. Backup catcher, Jason Castro. Huge pitch here at 3-1. Bases loaded. Bounding ball goes foul past Rich Dower, who's a terrific member of the Baltimore Orioles back in the 70s. First base coach.
Saw the 3-1 pitch, Elias dropping down, throwing the fastball. He will also throw his breaking ball from that arm angle. I think the fastball, a good pitch if he can keep it down in the zone. He gets a little extra sink to it, maybe get a ground ball, get out of the inning.
Double play would be golden right here. 3-2 to Colby Rasmus, bases loaded, first inning. Instead, a gapper. Springer scores. Gaddis right behind him. No throw. 2-0 Astros. Colby Rasmus, RBIs 18 and 19.
Another fastball. This one's elevated, though. You can see Belt out over the plate.
Carter moves up a bag. First and second. Still only one out. And a former Angel, Hank Conger. Conger playing in his 25th game. He's had good numbers so far against Seattle pitching. What is it about the first inning in this series? My goodness. Mariners 5 yesterday. Got a 2-spot already here. And they put up a big number. Was it 8 on Felix, the first inning in the series opener?
Well, you've seen 3 starters. Mentioned Felix McHugh yesterday. And now Elias just aren't real sharp in the first inning. And the opposing team's just taking advantage of it.
Conger, the 6th man to the plate here in the first inning.
Conger, one of 2 switch hitters in the lineup. Number 9 hitter Gonzalez, also a switch hitter.
Mike Montgomery got his first big league win yesterday. Nice performance. A little foul back. Mike had guessed at Jen Mueller in the pregame show. He went 6 innings of 6-hit, 1-run ball, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. 8-1 Mariner win. Big lift. Especially coming off the hammering the day before. Got him runs early and he made it stand up. All 2 strikes here to Conger. Going down the line, foul. There's one pitch Elias would like to have back. The 0-2 pitch that hit Carter in his foot. Not the case here. 1-2 pitch. Outside. So Elias trying to put away Hank Conger, who was born at Federal Way. Grew up in Huntington Beach, California. First round pick of the Angels back in 06. Right at Austin Jackson. 2 outs.
Well, 2 outs, 24 pitches for Elias, 13 strikes.
Jake Marisnick, another one of their bright young outfielders. Ball 1. Jake, another guy you got to worry about if he gets on base. He's 10 out of 13 in base stealing. Jose Altuve still nursing a sore hamstring. Ooh, under the glove of Seager. There's Carter rumbling home. Here's the throw to the plate. It is offline, not in time. Runners move up 3-0 Houston. Brother.
I think this definitely be an error on Kyle at third. Take a look at it. Ground ball right to him. Typically he'll vacuum this up, but he gets under his glove. And then Ackley's throw a little bit wide. Sucre had to leave home plate. Tried to get back in time to get Carter, but he'll slide in safe. I think if the throw had been on line, they had a chance to get him.
Erasmus to third. Marisnick to second.
See it go right under Kyle's glove. Just lifted up a little bit early. Might have even just gotten a piece of it.
So 3-0 now. 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Luis Valbuena. Big part of the Houston uprising in game 1. Took Felix out. A 3-run homer. First inning. Here's the 0-1. Dropped down on him. Missed. Valbuena, the 8th man to the plate.
One of the other things about the error, you not only have another run on the board for the Astros, but you're going to continue to add to the pitch count of Elias. He's at 28 now here in the first.
Sweeping breaking ball, strike 2. Pitch number 30 coming up.
Looks like we have a baseball on the warning track out in left center field.
Oh, yeah. Ackley took care of it. Now can Elias take care of Valbuena? 1-2. 3 runs in, 2 runners in scoring position here. 2 outs in the first. 2-2. Lloyd McClendon hoping his team will have a quick response to this first inning strike here by the Astros. Here's 2-2 pitch. Missed. Full count. On deck hitters Marwin Gonzalez. Switch hitter playing at second base. Outstanding utility infielder. Taking the place of the healing Jose Altuve. Big spot. 3-2. 2 outs. Pitch to Valbuena. Hit hard down the line. Hooking foul.
Sometimes that's the danger. 3-2, you're trying to throw a breaking ball over for a strike, and clearly Elias, if he was trying to strike him out there, he'd throw that pitch off the plate away to get him to chase it, but he's trying to throw for a strike, and he left it middle in, and that's typically when you can get hurt.
Here we go again at 3-2. 2 outs. Pitch. Cano got to come over to make the play. He did. What is it about the first inning here in Houston on this trip, huh? 3 runs on 2 hits and an error, 2 left. My goodness. 3-0 Astros. 6-1. He wasn't real happy with the way they went after Roberto Hernandez. Wasn't so much upset about the 10-1. It was about yesterday's game. Let's hear his post-game comments from last night.
All's not well every time you win. And it's my job to point those things out and make my club better. We're 6 games under 500. And I don't think anybody around here is happy with that. So I got to get them going. We got to get going. So, and, you know, it was time to kick a little butt. So we'll see.
You've been there.
Yep, and I think he's right. And I think when you have those conversations every now and then, we talk about it all the time. You have guys that are having their individual struggles, and I think sometimes you forget about the concept of the team and the whole of it because you're trying to figure out your own issues that you're having. And I think he wants to make sure that the team is the first thing of it, which is the way it should be, and the guys know that. But sometimes you lose sight of that, you lose track of that. And I think he's just pointing that out.
Little reinforcement never hurt.
No.
Talking to him yesterday, he was talking about, hey, you know, get the lead runner on second. Let's move him over. A theme we've been talking about for years.
Runner on third. Let's
get him in. Let's go. Outside to Cruz. 2-2. Cruz, Seager, Ackley, 4, 5, 6 here in the second inning.
And I think that those are things at this level you should have an expectation of that. And it's the players, they're responsible for it, ultimately.
Way outside to Cruz. Nelly fourth in the American League and hitting at .328. Tied with Trout Pujols with a home run lead in the American League with 18. Still leads in slugging at .599. Time call. Well, Lloyd, the team he's most concerned about in the American League West, the Angels, and boy, Albert Pujols, healthy, 18 home runs. Mike Trout being Mike Trout, 18 home runs.
And I would agree with him on that. Cruz takes ball 4. Mariners get their first base runner.
Going to bring up Kyle Seager. And the other thing I know he was expressing concern about, you know, with the trade deadline coming up, if they had one more arm, look out. I mean, they're pretty tough now, and they're still finding their way 60-plus games, but pretty good ball club.
I think in the West, there's, you know, that's the thing. You look at Texas right now and the way that they play. What if all of a sudden they feel they're in it and they try to make a deal or two? And this Astros club, same thing.
They just lost 7 in a row and broke out of it with the win on Friday night. Tell you what, this young group, A.J. Hinch, they do feel pretty good about themselves. Nobody expected them to be here. In first place by a game and a half over Texas, 2.5 Angels and 6.5 Mariners. 1-1 to Kyle. Colors came in to this ball game from his previous 2 starts, 18 strikeouts and no walks. He's got 2 strikeouts and 1 walk to play here in the second. There's your standings in the West. High drive, deep right center field. Springer going way back on the track, and he's there to make the catch. Fence at 373, hit at 370. Boy, did he give it a ride. Tough break. Hey, kids, here's your chance to get a baseball cap designed just for you. It's Mariners Kids Cap Day, courtesy of Aquafina. Next Sunday, when the Mariners host these Astros. All kids receive a unique Mariners cap not available in stores. For tickets, visit mariners.com.
Listening to Lloyd in that soundbite makes me think back. I've been in a number of those meetings.
Yeah, give us some highlights, Mike.
Well, it's one of those things.
That you get at family TV now.
Well, I understand, and it's one of those things where it's not a meeting where he goes in the room with the team and he's calling out individual players. That's not what happens. He talks to them as a collective group.
Right.
And when you're sitting in that room, the one thing that you start to realize, you start looking in a mirror at yourself and what can you be doing better. and I think that's part of it, and I think it's healthy to do that. But those meetings, they'll always end with, if you can't get the job done, we'll find somebody that can. And that's a pretty big wake-up call, I think. And it gets you focused back on what you need to do.
Yeah.
And they're typically a little more colorful than that. But
you've done a great job, Mike, keeping our FCC license intact.
But you will get the message. That's for sure.
About Lomo, 2 home runs yesterday.
It's good to see a 3-run homer and a 2-run home run.
Sir. And he's got the good thing working here. He raises his average from 219 to 258 during his last 19 games. But he's got a hit, at least one hit in now, 18 consecutive games in this ballpark.
Yeah. The thing that I liked is he had the 16-game hitting streak, and then that was snapped, and he came right back when it was snapped to pick up a base hit. And then yesterday he follows that up with a couple of home runs.
Lance McCullers at a 3-0 lead. A 2-2 pitch here coming to Lomo. One out with Cruz at first. Slicing drive going deep left center field. Going back Marisnik to make the catch. Boy. 2 long fly balls. 2 outs.
Logan puts a pretty good swing on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball running to the outside corner. I have to believe he ended up catching that towards the end of the bat just a little bit.
Two away man at first. Dustin Ackley pressed into service about an hour and change before the first pitch. Back spasms for Mark Trumbo, who was scheduled to start. Stopped by Conger, 1-1. Ball 2. Don't forget, Wednesday, Mariners come home and face the Giants again. And what a pitching matchup. Felix Hernandez against Madison Bumgarner. Long foul. Be the first Mariner visit to San Francisco for regular season action since 2000. Oh, check swing. Look out.
Right off the knob of the bat. Happen from time to time. I think that was his curveball.
Two and two here in the second inning. Full count. On deck hitter is Brad Miller. This one hit well. Springer, another long run. Into the gap, he runs it down. 3 track balls, nothing to show for it for the Mariners. Goodness gracious, they hit the ball well here. Just couldn't get it out of the yard or away from Springer or from Marisnik. We talked about their athleticism, and it was on display in the second inning. As we go to the home second, good to have you with us here at Mariner Baseball. We'll be in San Francisco the next 2 days and then home for a homestand. Giants, the Astros, and the Royals. Marwin Gonzalez leads off. And he looks at ball one. Elias, in the first inning, 3 runs, 2 hits, an error, 2 men left.
And he threw 33 pitches in the first.
An easy play. Reset Smith. One away, back to the top of the order, and George Springer. All-star balloting. It continues, and Nelson Cruz is currently second in the DH category. Vote for Nelson up to 35 times on the Esurance MLB All-Star Game ballot at Mariners.com. Voting is exclusively online and available on your computer, tablet, and smartphone. Vote at Mariners.com. Good crowds here the last 2 days. 36,762. And Springer goes back leg and fouls one off. And first night, 32,173. Springer opened to Houston first with a walk and scored. And Erasmus single. Seems like a lot of times when we see Springer, he is in perpetual go for broke mode when he swings.
Well, the first swing you can see him, he dropped down to a knee after he fouled it back. The second swing that he swung through on a fastball inside hurt my back.
I hear you. Strike 3 called, got him.
Perfect pitch.
First strikeout for Elias. It's a pitch you always talk about you're not going to hit. More than likely you're not going to hit.
May as well take it because this is perfectly located. You can see Sucre set up on the outside corner. This will be right at the knees. Paul Nauert has been giving the low strike, so you may as well stay there so you can keep the ball on the ground. That was a perfect pitch. I like the sequence of pitches too. Fastball out, a couple of them back in, and then paint it down and away.
There's Carlos Correa lined out to right. Fouled off. Correa batted in the 6-hole Friday and hit a solo home run in the second inning. His first home run here at home. This is his first series since being called up last week. First series at home. Miller throws him out. 9 pitches for Elias. Settles down beautifully in the second. Mariners trail 3-0. baseball on Root Sports, being brought to you by Steel. Find your local Steel dealer. Visit steeldealer.com. By BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. By Clearwater Casino Resort, so many reasons to come out and play. And by Audi, truth in engineering. This rainstorm happened in the 10 o'clock hours in a hotel room, doing some notes. Sunny, and I said, who turned out the lights? Like the curtains open, with bright sunshine. NEM.
It rolled in a hurry, too.
And you were out in it, right?
I was on my way to the ballpark, yeah. It right before we ended up getting to the park, it started to rain, and it raining hard. A lot of the fans that were just starting to show up were scrambling for cover. Well, it's sunshine right now.
Brad Miller, Jesus Sucre, and Seth Smith here against Lance McCullers. All right, you've seen McCullers now. This is his 8th hitter. He struck out 2, walked 1, had 3 balls hit to the track in the 2nd inning. What are your thoughts?
I think that right now, looking at his breaking ball, it's one of the better ones we've seen, and I think you have to get after his fastball early. This will be the 2nd inning in a row where he's walked the leadoff batter. But a really good curveball. He throws it hard. Looks like it has some late movement to it. Hard pitch to pick up. I think you get after his fastball. I can prove to you that he can throw it for a strike early in the count.
There's Jesus Sucre getting the start today. That pitch outside.
And I think that we saw some of that as he's struggling right now with his fastball command. We saw that last inning with Logan Morrison, with Seager, and Ackley, all of them jumping on his fastball, and they all hit him hard. Unfortunately, the Astros outfield was able to run him down.
Brent Strom, the pitching coach, for a quick visit. Sucre back in his natural habitat as catcher. We saw him in game 1. He came in and threw an inning, gave up a hit. In the 8th inning, got a double play. Ball did a nice job. That was in the 10-0 Houston win on Friday night. Bullpen really had been taxed. Beimel, Wilhelmsen, Furbush, and Mark Lowell pitched in that game after the game before in Cleveland. Wilhelmsen, Nuno, and Rodney had gone. So Suki got a chance to pitch. First time he pitched at any level. Sitting at 0-59, 1 for 17. This is his 10th game. That curveball command's not what he's had the last couple of outings.
No, he threw 4 breaking balls in the first inning and threw them all for strikes. But in the 2nd inning, he threw 12 of them, only 5 for strikes, and he just missed with that last one. Good fastball. Sucre didn't like the call, thought it was off the plate.
Two pitch. Takes it. Full count. Seth Smith, the leadoff man's on deck. Popped up. Valbuena has a play. One away. You can see McCullers even say, wow. Trying to get that feel on that breaking ball.
Colors was able to strike Seth out in his first at bat, but Seth had an 8-pitch at bat.
Outside to Seth. McCullers, dad pitched in the major leagues for 7 years, 4 with San Diego, 2 with the Yankees and parts of of the year with Texas and Detroit. His dad went 28-31, 39 saves. First strike. The years he pitched, 1985 to 1992. And here's a little boy. That pitch to work. 1-2.
And that's when you'll get in a little bit of trouble. And I think for Seth, he's a veteran guy. Had a long first at bat. I think he's been looking for the fastball. He missed with the first one, and then he was able to throw 2 breaking balls for strikes. So now he'll have to battle.
There's Gonzalez. They'll get the lead runner. And Smith is out too at the back end of that double play. Thought Seth had a chance to maybe beat it. They go 4-6-3, twin killing to get out of the 3rd inning. And Correa, boy, he came over the top hard with that fastball to get the double play. Three 3-0 Astros. Finale of this weekend series. Time now for our CenturyLink What's Next. We go to San Francisco next. Taijuan Walker opposes Tim Hudson. And Jay Happ against Tim Lincecum. Battle coverage begins at, where's your Gary Coper? High noon. Don't forsake me, oh my darling. Broken bat, line drive. Drops in for Gaddis. He'll hold. The bat went past third base. But Gary Pettis, third base coach, backing up. And same for Kyle Seager.
And Gaddis now 2 for 2. Hit a changeup his first time up, lined it in the left, and this is a fastball off the outside corner. Hits it right off the end of the bat. You can see his bat just split in half, but he'll pick up another base hit.
Here's Chris Carter. So Gaddis 2 for 2 with 2 broken bats. Carter hit by a pitch. Now it's critical. 0-2 pitch. And he got hit to load him up. Oh, he hits this a mile high. Staying in the yard. Catch with a foot on the track by Jackson. Gaddis tags. Is there standing up. The 1-out runner at second.
Every now and then it's nice to get away with a pitch, and that's what happens here. It's a first pitch, or excuse me, the second pitch fastball, but it is middle. And Carter, as you mentioned, skied it all the way out to the warning track, just missed it.
One out runner at second for Colby Rasmus. 2-run single to right. First time up. If you're just joining us, yep, somebody did score in the first inning, and it was the Astros. They put up 3 on the board. Mariners 5 yesterday, and in the opener, 8 runs by the Astros. So this series, 16 runs in the first inning combined, 6 runs in all other innings combined. Say it. Go ahead, say it. When you figure it out.
Yeah. Tells you that the starters better be ready to go right away.
Back in the count of 2-1. Missed to go 3-1. One pitch here to Rasmus. And swing and miss. Hank Conger on deck. Lined out to center field in his first at bat. Three-two pitch. Heck of a save by Sucre. 2 men on, 1 out. Second walk issue.
And 2 walks and a hit batter so far for Elias. That is dangerous against this club in this ballpark. Bring up Hank Conger. Conger flying out to center field his first time up as you take a look at Rick Wakes, pitching coach for the Mariners.
Dig by Sucre. The walk and the hit batter in the first inning. They both scored. Right now you've got Gaddis on by way of a single and tagged up on the deep fly by Carter to take second. Rasmus on a walk and visit by Rick Waits.
Well, 52 pitches so far for Elias. 28 strikes, 24 balls. So the splits are not good for him right now. More times than not when Elias is on the mound, I've spoken to Rick a few times about him. He said that it's just repeating pitches, arm slot, where he's coming through to throw the ball. And every now and then we'll see that drop down, but he doesn't do it a lot against right-handers. But he will lose his arm slot from time to time, and I'm sure that that was part of the conversation from Rick.
No count to Conger, 2 on. 1 out. Bounce foul. Mariners turned 3 double plays in last night's game. 2 in the opener. They could use one here. Leash ready. Oh, 2 strikes. Mariners will be moving on to San Francisco. Cooler temperatures, 66 on Monday and 70 on Tuesday. Love to put him away right here. 1-2. Line drive, right field. Smith comes on, makes the play, throw to first, and back safely is Rasmus.
Take a look at it. This ball's going to slice away from Seth a little bit, and you can see Logan Morrison trying to hustle back to first as Seth makes the throw on the run like an infielder would, but Rasmus able to get back in time.
Seth looked like he was working the old sprint out play at Ole Miss.
Good call.
Backing up Eli Manning.
Houston 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position.
There's Marisnick, reached on an error by Kyle Seager. An error scored Chris Carter back in the first. It's hit pretty well. Deep right center field. On hot. Into the bullpen. Ground rule double.
That saved them a run. The ball had stayed in the field of play. Rasmus would have been able to score from first base, but he'll have to go back to third now.
And Marisnick breaks an 0 for 14 with the ground rule double, his 8th double and 19th RBI. It's 4-0 Houston.
Fastball in the outside corner, but it's elevated. You can see belt high out over the plate. He gives it a pretty good ride. Bounces off the warning track.
Is Valbuena. Bounced out to Cano first time. No action in the Mariner bullpen. 2 outs, a run in. Runners at second and third. Laboring here in the third. Meanwhile, McCullers held the Mariners hitless through 3. Had a couple of base runners via the walk. 3 balls were hit to the track and they were all caught. Now he's 3-0 to Valbuena. Pitch. And he walked him. The bases are loaded for Marwin Gonzalez. 3rd walk. We better get him here. Yeah. He's going to be gone.
Yeah. I think that you look at this Houston club, it's pretty simple. They are last in batting average, first in home runs. And I think by helping them out, putting runners on, it's just you're helping them out on that end of it, and you don't want to do that. And for him to walk in the first inning, scored, he hit a batter, that batter scored. The first walk in this inning moved Gaddis up so that he could score after his base hit. A couple of walks, and you have the bases loaded.
0-1 to Gonzalez, who flied out to right, opening up, leading off the second inning. 3-run first, 1, and trying to keep it that way here in the third. Elias needs an out. A major way. Pitch. Way high. 2-1. Seventh man to the plate here in the third inning. Seven of the last 9 pitches gone for balls as Gonzalez gets tied. 2-1 pitch. A foul. Oh, that could have been a ton of trouble. Two and two with the bases loaded, bottom 3. A run on the board here in this frame. 4-0. Rasmus Marisnik and Valbuena, the base runners for Houston. 2-2 pitch. This is really a big pitch now. Full count with the bases loaded and everybody will be rolling here. Merry-go-round.
We've seen Aaliyah struggle with his fastball command in an inning or two. But it just seems from the start of this game, he just has really struggled with it. Hasn't been able to repeat his pitches, having a tough time getting to his changeup because he can't get ahead of hitters.
Well, here we go. Runners are going to take off. 3-2 pitch to Gonzalez. Outside, ball 4. RBI for Gonzalez's 14th. Fourth walk. Scoring is Rasmus.
And you've already had a trip to the mound by Rick Waite Sucre trying to settle him down. That last fastball on a 3-2 count, it wasn't close. Looks like we're starting to get some action out in the pen.
And you got a free swinger at the plate who's looking to do major damage. Danny Farquhar is heating up ASAP.
And you saw the stat there, 18 batters faced, only 5 first pitch strikes.
Off the plate, ball 1. So 4 walks for Elias. 2 of them still on base. 2 of the 4 have scored, as well as a hit batter.
The batter scored as well. You take a look at Danny in the pen.
Oh, third. 2-0. Eighth man to the plate. Two-0 pitch. Hit the Seager. They get the force. Could have been a lot worse. They get 2, leave 3. 5-0 Astros. Time for the comeback to start here with Austin Jackson. Thank you, Angie. Jackson, Cano, and Cruz, 2, 3, 4. Here in the top of the fourth inning. Lance McCullers thus far has held the Mariners hitless. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, and a double play help him out in the third. Austin grounded out to short first time up. Doing 2. Counts run full. He's not as sharp as he has been, but yet he's held the Mariners without a hit.
Well, right now, I think it's especially true with the breaking ball. He's thrown a couple here in this at bat for Jackson, and it just appears to me that he just wants to throw everything as hard as he can. There's a fastball down. So it's 3 innings in a row where the Mariners have had their leadoff batter reach first base on a walk. And we talked about it. He hasn't walked guys this year, so he clearly isn't as sharp as he has been. He has good stuff today. His fastball is topped out at 97.
Brings up Robbie Cano, struck out in a 2-2 pitch to end the first. Strike 1. Colors out of Tampa, Florida, first round pick, 41st overall in the 2012 draft by the Astros. Cano shaking his head. Didn't like that call by.
I don't blame him. That was a changeup off the plate away, and it was called a strike.
Paul Nart, veteran umpire, got home plate today. One and 2. Colors has walked 3 today, struck out 2. Pitch to Cano. Strike 3 called. One away, third K for McCullers. Stick around after the game. Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines comes your way. Second time Cano struck out. Brings up Nelson Cruz. He walked his first time.
Talked about McCullers before the game started. He'll typically try to get his strikeouts with his off-speed pitch, mostly the curveball, and that's what he did right there with Cano. Curveball on the outside corner.
Take one to Nelly.
65 pitches for him. 35 strikes, 30 balls, so his splits aren't good either. He's just been able to work around it.
1-1. All in 2 strikes to Nelson Cruz with Kyle Seager on deck. Did not go, says Ed Hickox at first. Two and 2. Ooh, he didn't like that.
Yeah, pitch is off the plate away.
Oh, by a lot.
Yeah, he's really helping him out. 2 batters in a row. It was Cano on a changeup that was away, and now that pitch. Taking another look at it. It's going to be a fastball well off the plate. You can see on our EQC tracer.
That complicates things. So he strikes out the Mariners 3 and 4 hitters looking. A couple of questionable calls. Now Kyle Seager. Ripped foul. A 1 to Kyle. Outside. Another slugfest. Toronto and Boston. 10-5 Toronto. End of the 5th in Boston.
Was it yesterday that Toronto scored 13 runs, I think?
It was the day before, I believe.
Day before?
Yeah. Down, was it? I think
yeah.
they were down 8-1. Hit hard. Here's Correa. That's a tough inning. Get a leadoff walk. 3-4 hitters. Strike out looking, then a bouncing ball Seager. The Mariners leave a runner. Still looking for the first hit, trailing 5-0. There you go, Texas Legends Grill featuring Nolan Ryan beef here at Minute Maid Park. Hall of Famers in the house. Saw him earlier. Mike, you had a chance to speak with him yesterday. So we take a look at our Geico This Date in MLB history. Reginald Martinez Jackson in '69. That's a big day. 5 for 6, 2 singles, a double, 2 homers, 10 ribbies, 21-7 over the Red Sox. And then Nolan Ryan strikes out 19 in 13 innings. Angels win at 4-3 and 15. He also walked 10 in that game. And unfortunately, we do not have pitch count data from that era, but please take an estimate.
Oh, I think close to 200. 10 walks and 13 strikeouts. Or 19 strikeouts, excuse me, in 13 innings.
How about this? In that year, Nolan Ryan had 26 complete games. There's a base hit off the bat of Carlos Correa on a 1-1 pitch. Start the home fourth. He's 1 for 3. And it brings up Evan Gattis, who's 2 for 2. 2 runs scored and 2 broken bats.
Houston has been able to get the leadoff hitter on now in 3 of the 4 innings. Leadoff hitter on a walk in the first that scored, and a base hit by Gattis in the third. He also scored.
Up and in, ball one. Well, McClendon, Rick Waits told Elias, you got to give us some innings here. Nobody up in the bullpen. Elias has walked 4, struck out 1. Five runs given up by Elias, the most he's given up in a contest this season. One pitch. Oof. Try to hit it across the street through the window pane to Union Station.
That's pretty much this club, isn't it? 3 swingers.
83 home runs, leads the big leagues. Addis has 12. Lance McCullers on the other side of the ledgers, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. Held the Mariners to no hits. Good job to get a piece of that. 1-2. This year with wins at Baltimore and at Tampa and at Cleveland. Home record of 0-2 with a 3.20 ERA. On the road, he's 3-1 with a 2.48. He might have broken his 3rd back. But he doesn't care. He's 3 for 3.
And another changeup well off the plate away, but it's elevated. It's been part of the problem for Elias. That was a tough time staying down in the zone.
Brings up Chris Carter. Hit by a pitch and scored in the first inning. The ball deep to the track, left center field, his 2nd time up. .80 pitches for Elias here in the 4th inning.
Nobody getting loose in the pen. Lloyd, pen has been used a lot. We've talked about that. Lloyd's going to leave it up to him to get his 100 pitches in. Pretty good changeup right there.
1-1. First 2 men have reached. Pitch. Fouled off.
And Danny Farquhar just starting to get loose again.
Fourth inning. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. 5-0 Astros. Found out, Mr. Chapman, our stats expert, found out that in that aforementioned Nolan Ryan game, he threw 235 pitches. Took the rest of the month off.
It's about 120 pitches more than you'll see guys throw at all today, right?
You got that right.
115, 120 seems like a lot. 235, unreal.
26 complete games, probably more than the combined total of the two leads at this time. Different game. 2-2 pitch. And that one ate up. Jesus Sucre.
Yeah, foul ball.
Randy Johnson twice hit the number 160 pitches in a game. Remember the 18 strikeout game at Arlington? Were you in that one in '92?
I don't think so.
And that was in 8 innings.
Well, Randy, it seemed to me anyway, just from what I can remember, routinely was in that 130, 140 range.
Oh, man. Lance ready with the 2-2. Not a full count. He's already walked 4.
This will be the 8th pitch of this at bat. Missed with a changeup.
On deck hitter Colby Rasmus.
Rasmus has already driven in a couple of runs and scored one.
3-2 to Carter. Struck him out. Big one. Needed it. His second of the day. Second strikeout for Elias. One out here in the 4th.
Gets him on the changeup just off the outside corner.
Brings up Rasmus. 2-run single to right in the 1st. Walk and run scored in the 3rd. Right off the breaking ball, ball 1. There's your strike. 1-1. Gives up 3 runs in the 1st inning. 2-run single by Rasmus. Another run scored in an error. Then 2 runs in the 3rd. RBI double by Marisnik. And a bases loaded walk to Gonzalez.
Again, you can see what the problem has been. 23 batters faced, only 6 first pitch strikes. So constantly been behind.
That gets through. Runner's going to move up. Well, he's hitting a lot of bad marks on his chart today. You can call it a pass ball.
I didn't think it hit the ground.
So now 2 runners in scoring position. A 2-2 count to Rasmus with just 1 out. Double play. No longer in order, and move the infield in. Faces Lloyd McClendon and Chris Woodward say it all. Pitch. A dunk shot. That's trouble. Got to score a run. 6-0. Rasmus has driven in his 3rd run of the day. Scoring on a play is Correa. And moving up to 3rd is Gaddis.
He just can't catch a break. Pretty good pitch. Jams him, but with the infield in, little pop-up. Boy.
Did not have it today.
No.
First inning. Guess that was the foreshadow we were afraid of seeing. Mariners going to need a heck of a rally. There being no hit here in Houston. Elias. Mariners down big here, and he had a performance that he's not real happy with.
Danny Farquhar, 22nd appearance on the year, 5.96 ERA for Danny. 25 2/3, 22 strikeouts, 10 walks for him. Opponents hitting .287.
And he's got some work to do. 1 out, runners at the corners. A run in, and the hitter's Hank Conger. Mile high pop, out of play.
He missed it yesterday. Danny was called back up yesterday. Ended up pitching in the ball game. Ricky Weeks was designated for assignment.
Conger's lined out to center and lined out to right. 0-2. See Colby Rasmus lead it first, and he steps off. Breaking ball hit foul.
We'll take a look at Elias. 3 1/3, 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned, 4 walks. That really hurt him. He also hit a batter. A couple of strikeouts. He threw 92 pitches. He's responsible for the 2 base runners.
Danny Farquhar, he's out in front of Conger. 0-2. Runners at the corners, 1 out pitch. Ball 1.
Saw Danny pitch yesterday, and I thought he used his four-seamer a little bit more along with his curveball. He has a good 12-6 curveball. He's already thrown 1 here to Conger.
Bounced up there. 2-2. Two pitch. Wow, look at this. Down the line. Gaddis scores. Rasmus the third. Here he comes. Throw to the plate. Not in time. Hank Conger, 2-run double. 8-0 Houston. That's a career high. 8 runs off of Elias.
Well, he gets a fastball right on the outside corner and hits it down the line. And you can close the book on Elias. 8 runs, 7 earned.
Got Jake Marisnick now. What a wacky series. Third straight day, one team or the other has led 8-0. So 3 of the Mariners' last 4 starters have pitched a total of 6 innings. Strike to Marisnick. 2-0. Make that 2-1. Super able to stop that one. Marisnick, the 6th man to the plate here in the 4th inning. Ackley will take this one. It's 2 away. Here in the 4th. Change up your commute. Take our online trip planner for spin at soundtransit.org. Valbuena will swing the bat. 2 outs. 3 runs in and a runner at second. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. To the fastball outside for ball 1. And how about the fact that it's bad enough that Houston's got the 8 runs. They've done it without the home run today. Uh-oh. Tell me that didn't just happen. 10-0. Are you kidding me? Good grief.
Well, Valbuena homered in the first game of this series, and now he homers his 14th home run on the year. He's had his struggles batting average-wise, but 14 homers now for Valbuena.
What a day.
Let's take a look at it. Let's see Sucre. Yeah, he was set up on the outside corner. That was middle in. He hit it into the second deck.
84th home run for the Astros, who lead Major League Baseball in that category. And pitchers know. Eighth hitter to the plate is Gonzalez. 2-0. 10 runs on 9 hits. Flip side, McCullers has thrown no hit ball through 4. Smitty with a long run. Max Scherzer for Washington, no hitting Milwaukee through 5. He's got a 2-0 lead. There have been occasions when I'm doing basketball games or anybody's doing basketball games. Hey, he's 9 for 9 for making his free throws, and he misses the next one. Yeah. It happens.
But to your point, too, Houston hitting .224 with runners in scoring position. And I have them today 5 for 12.
That's a jump.
Yeah.
That's a big jump. Two and 2. And Joey Gallo went yard again for the Texas Rangers.
Saw the home run he hit yesterday. They measured it at 471 feet out in the right center field in the second deck in Arlington.
You think they cheated him a little bit? They almost hit it through an alcove.
You're right. He almost did.
Breaking ball hit foul. So Gonzalez worked the count full. Old biblical inning, the big inning here in the 4th for the Astros. It's slap foul. 8th man to the plate is Gonzalez. Danny Farquhar came on, gave up a 2-run double to Conger. Got Marisnik to fly out. 2-run homer Valbuena on the 1-0 pitch, and now dealing 3-2 to Gonzalez. Right to Lomo. The carnage ends. 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Double-digit lead, and compounded by the fact that the Mariners have been no hit through 4. in San Francisco Giants. We're going to make a trip up the coast for 2 games set with the Mariners this Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday, Felix Hernandez scheduled to face World Series MVP Madison Bumgarner, one of the biggest pitching matchups of the year. So line up, get your tickets today at Mariners.com. Business to 10-2 here first right now. Let's get a couple of hits, couple of runs, as Lance McCullers has a no-no through 4. Coming in, Marisnik. And there's one away. Almost retired.
Effectively wild.
How about that, huh?
15 batters. He's thrown 7 first pitch strikes. 74 pitches overall now. 41 strikes. Excuse me, 74, 40 strikes. So.
Astros 3 in the first, 2 in the third, 5 in the fourth with this 10-0 lead. Mariners won 8-1 last night, 5 in the first, 3 in the third. First game of the series, Houston had an 8-run first, 1 in the second, 1 in the fifth. Down the line, getting foul.
Mark Lowe getting loose in the pen.
Mark has been all-star quality coming out of the bullpen. Rasmus almost sitting on the line out there. 1-2. McCullers in the same seat Oberholzer was in, except that he's got a no-no working. But Brett the other day has come out, throw strikes. 10-0 lead. Marisnik giving way to Rasmus. Rasmus has it. 2 away. Brings up Brad Miller. Walked and was erased in a double play back in the third. Seventh game played here between these two ball clubs, and up to the minute, Houston has outscored the Mariners 46-24 in this building. Two and one. 4 strikeouts, 3 walks for McCullers. Tried the last 5 that he's faced. Now it flinched on that one, full count.
Well, McCullers even, if he took a step towards the dugout, thought he had it, but that pitch was off the plate away.
Jesus Sucre is on deck. Angels and Oakland no score top the second. 7th full count for McCullers. And he issues his 4th walk. 2-out base runner in the 5th. Mariners still looking for the first hit. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Mike Rojas, the bullpen coach on the left. And Mark Lowe on the right. Sucre able to check a swing. Fouled out to the third baseman Valbuena. Lance McCullers. Big breaking ball. That missed. 2-1. Oakland's now taking a 1-0 lead at the Angels, middle of the second inning. Ground ball to Correa. Throws out Sucre, and the Mariners continue to be no hit through 5 and trail 10-0.
Going to take over his 17th appearance on the year. He has pitched great. A 0.51 ERA, 17 strikeouts, and 17 2/3. Opponents hitting .210 against Mark. Good fastball. He'll be 95 miles an hour with the slider.
Mark's going to get the top of the order for the Astros on a 10-0 lead. And if that's not bad enough, you can see a 0 in the hit column for the Mariners. Top of the order, George Springer. Walk, strikeout looking, reached on a fielder's choice. Springer, Correa, and Gaddis. Base hit. Springer's hit streak goes to 7. 13 for his last 27 now.
They've been really aggressive on the fastball this afternoon. First pitch from Mark, 93 miles an hour, just trying to get a strike, settle in. Springer jumped on it, hit it hard into right field. Good play by Seth Smith to hustle over. He's aware of Springer's speed. Able to get it in quickly and hold him to a single.
He's got plus speed. Stopped by Sucre. Popped up, almost got it. Congratulations to David Ortiz, home run number 9, career home run number 475. Guys, stand the man usual, and Willie Stargell, the all-time list.
Evan Gattis, 3 for 3, 3 singles, scored 3 runs.
And we know for sure 2 broken bats, and I think the third one was broken too.
I believe that's correct.
Ortiz now tied with Musial and Stargell, 29th all-time, 475 home runs. And in that game, a high-scoring Toronto Blue Jays have a 13-5 7th-inning lead. Toronto will be in Seattle. Weekend series in July, 24, 25, 26. Four for 4 day, Evan Gattis. He went 0 for 4 in yesterday's ball game, and in the opener he went 1 for 3, but he's back with a vengeance here today. 2 on 1 out in the 5th. Take a look at our Delta Airlines keep climbing standings. Astros, game and a half on Texas starting today. Angels, Mariners, and Athletics, and as we mentioned, the A's have a 1-0 lead at the Angels. That's at the end of the second inning. Here's Chris Carter. And Scherzer in a 2-0 lead at Milwaukee is perfect through 6. Career best 4, ties his career best 4 hit day for Evan Gattis. Oh, 2 to Carter. Hit by a pitch, run scored in the 1st. Deep to left center field in the 3rd, and a strikeout in the 4th. Just joining us, Roenis Elias. Didn't have it today. 3 1/3, 7 hits, 8 runs, 7 earned, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, a hit batter. Of the 4 walks, 2 scored, the hit batter. He too scored. 3 runs in the 1st for Houston, 2 in the 3rd. 5 runs on 5 hits with 8 men coming to the plate in the 4th inning. Tough day for the Mariners.
Well, we talked about Elias, and the big key for him was going to be having control of his fastball. You look at Houston, they're 5th in walks. I think that kept him from getting to his changeup as much as he would have liked to have used it.
0-2 to Carter. One-two pitch. Outside, 2-2.
Mariners have been no hit through the first 5 by Lance McCullers. He struck out 4 and walked 4. Texans and Minnesota tied at 2-2. That's at the end of 4. So 3-2 count here to Chris Carter. On deck hitters Colby Rasmussen. He's had a nice day. 2 for 2 with a walk, 2 runs scored. He's driven in 3. Fouled off. Fifteenth full count today. Springer at second. Gaddis at first. Fouled that off his foot.
Can't remember a series where the games have been so lopsided. Mariners getting blown out in the first when they come right back yesterday, which was good to see, and put it back on the Astros, and now this. 10 runs, 5 innings for the Astros today.
And there's a walk to load him up. Wow. So the bases are loaded with 1 out.
Treat your dad to a day at the ballpark this Father's Day. Be on hand at Safeco Field Sunday, June 21st. Mariners host these Astros. First 10,000 dads take home a Mike Zanino barbecue apron. It's courtesy of EQC. For tickets, visit mariners.com.
Very neat. A very neat eater. It's rare that you get video of a kid taking care of his cotton candy. And he's not wearing half of it.
I'm going to guess he's been cleaned up a few times.
Yeah, so Dad's got the wipes. Rasmus has already driven in 3 on a 2 for 2 day. He scored twice. Got the bases loaded here. 1 out in the 5th. Blew it by. 0-2. Bases loaded, 1 out. Shift on for Rasmus. Strike 3 called. Got him.
Fastball in the inside corner. Rasmus thought it was inside. A little bit of movement to him. Yeah, maybe he was able to steal one. Sucre steal a pitch from Mark. Bring up Hank Conger. He's driven in a couple of runs today.
Ain't going for the downs. Strike one. One to Hank. This is Conger's fourth at bat. We're only in the fifth inning. Mariners have been no hit. Only base runners have come via 4 walks from starter Lance McCullers. Two and one.
And you're trying to get innings out of guys, and hopefully they can pitch a little more than one, but this is going to be the 20th pitch here in this inning for Mark.
Two and two.
Charlie Furbush starting to get loose in the pen.
2 outs. Bases still loaded. 2-2 pitch coming here to Conger. Two-two pitch, almost hitting.
And another full count. Marisnik waiting on deck.
Number 16. 16th full count in this ball game. Runners will be on the move. Pitch to Conger. Foul back. Oakland has 2-0 lead now at the Angels. Lowe trying to get back into his dugout here. 3-2 pitch. Fouled off, and that got Sucre. Man, oh man, that's at least the second time he's been lit up.
Oh, yeah, he's been hit 3 or 4 times today. Rick Griffin, trainer for the Mariners, on his way to him, have a conversation. Lloyd McClendon now coming out of the dugout.
After Jesus threw a scoreless inning, a blowout loss on Friday night, gets his chance to start behind the plate. Tough day.
Take a look at our Alaska Supermo and the foul ball. He hits him in the thigh. Barely gets a piece of it.
It's not good. 10-0 lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 3 in the first, 2 in the third, 5 in the 4th for the Astros. And their starter, Lance McCullers. Boy, he has got to be totally cooled down. He's thrown a no-hitter through 5. He's walked 4, struck out 4. Here we go again with Conger. 3-2 pitch, bases loaded. Walked in the run. It's 11-0 Houston. And Conger's 3rd RBI today. Gives him 8 on the season. Second time it's been a bases loaded walk. Gonzalez has walked with the bases juiced back in the 3rd by starter Elias. Second walk issued by Mark Lowe. Bases remain loaded. And here's Jake Marisnick, who broke an 0 for 14 with an RBI double back in the 3rd. Strike 1. Hank Conger, he's at second. Carter at first, rather. Carter at second. And Gaddis at 3rd. Carlos Gomez just broke up a perfect game of Max Scherzer in Milwaukee. There's the starter McCullers. He's had to have been sitting a good 20 minutes.
Well, the interesting, he's also, I don't know, 90, 91 pitches somewhere in that area. So I'm wondering, because of that, if they're going to shut him down, even though he has the no-hitter going, clearly he's not going to finish the game. And they have a left-hander getting loose in the pen for Houston. Again, McCullers just 21 years old. They're going to protect him. That's the priority. And Tony Sipp, first time we'll see him in the series.
It's unusual. We get to the 3rd game, and generally wherever Tony is, Cleveland or here, we see him in a big 6th or 7th inning situation.
There you can see it, 90 pitches.
One-two pitch. Swing and a miss. And that'll do it. As the Astros add another run on the bases loaded walk to Hank Conger, it's 11-0 Houston. In the game, Lance McCullers was effectively wild, as Mike put it, and I think that is well said, as he records 4 strikeouts, 4 walks, throws no-hit ball for 5 innings. And he had a double play to help him out in the 3rd. And here's a look at his line. Look at that. No through 5, 4 walks. Took him 90 pitches. But he was nonetheless you could see why everybody was very impressed by the young man coming into this game.
He had really good stuff.
Yeah.
He just didn't have real good command of it. Didn't throw many first pitch strikes. But you can see that he had good stuff today. Topped out at 97 at one point, and his breaking ball was impressive. Tony Sipp going to take over his 24th appearance on the year. 249 for Tony. 24 strikeouts, only 4 walks, and 21 2/3. Opponents hitting just 195 against the left-hander.
3 times McCullers walked the leadoff man and lived to tell about it. Top of the order, Seth Smith. Tony from Pascagoula, Mississippi. That's where he was born. Went to Moss Point High School. And Seth Smith. He went to the University of Mississippi, and he hails from Jackson. Top of the order for the Mariners. Smith, Jackson, and Cano. Two and two. Seth today. Strikeout looking and bounced into a double play. Two pitch. Ooh, struck him out. Nasty pitch by Tony Sipp.
And we'll take a look at it. Good breaking ball from Tony. You'll see that quite a bit from him against the left-handed hitters.
Austin Jackson looks at a strike, ground out and a walk today. And Tony's ahead 0-2.
Charlie Ferbers continues to throw in the Mariner pen, so he'll be next up. It's Charlie.
It's our 9th year together. I don't remember seeing a series like this.
No, I've been thinking about it, and I can't remember it either, where it's each day it's been so lopsided. And this one today, it really couldn't come at a worse time for the Mariners. But when you think about it, going into San Francisco, playing a National League club, you're going to have a tired bullpen. You already have a short bench. Trumbo now with the back spasms. You hope he can be back quickly as Austin is down left field line.
And that is going to be a fair ball. Is your first Mariner hit. And Austin Jackson loving that because he just broke an 0 for 9 against Tony Sipp.
But you have the short bench, and so there's going to probably have to be some adjustments made to the clubs. We take a look at Austin Jackson. Off-speed pitch, just 79 miles an hour. Looked like the changeup out in front of it a little bit, but able to keep it fair for a double.
You'd be surprised if a move wasn't made, right? I mean, to get, 8 guys in the bullpen?
I think it's a matter of how many are going to be made.
Right. Whomever is getting the call is probably already on their way to San Francisco. Here's Cano. Struck out swinging and looking. Strike one from Sipp. Cano 4 for 9 with 2 home runs against Tony.
I thought there might be one, especially with Trumbo and the back issue he was having. Because going in the National League ballpark, you pinch it for your hitter, you have double switches, you need some extra position players.
Ball 1 to Cano. Well, here's another high-scoring game. Mets hold off Atlanta 10-8. Middle of the ninth, Toronto leads at Boston 13-5. Washington 4-0 now. Scherzer working on a one-hitter. Strike 2 to Cano. Texas 2-2 with Minnesota bottom 5. That's in Arlington. 1-2 to Cano. Hit down to Valbuena. Holds the runner. Throws out Cano. 2 away. They bring up Nelson Cruz, walking a strikeout looking today. Cruz 1 for 5 against Tony with a home run. Sipman his second year with the Astros. 4 years in Cleveland. 1 with Arizona. Going 2 to Nelly. Shift on for Cruz. 3 men left side. Just got a piece of that.
Sip's throwing him some pretty good pitches. Continues to battle. This pitch, pretty good changeup. You can see the location of it down and away.
Long foul ball. The top of the 6th inning. 2 outs, 1 on, 11-0 Houston.
See in the dugout, Lloyd having that piece of paper out, looking at it. I'm sure it's just his bullpen. How am I going to manage this the rest of the way through? Looking at what their workload has been.
Look at this road trip. Yeah, we've seen everybody, right? More than once, with a couple of exceptions.
And a couple of the guys having to go out for extended work.
1-2. Puts him in tough, like it's a 1-0 game. 2-2. Mark Lowe faced 7 men in the 5th inning, gave up a run on 2 hits and stranded 3.
He had to throw a lot of pitches. I'm assuming he's done. And Charlie will come in next.
2-2. Got him to chase it, and that'll do it for the Mariners in the 6th. No runs ahead. No errors, 1 left. Charlie Furbush will take over. All right, Willie Blomquist takes over for Cano. Thanks so much, Angie and Bill. As Luis Valbuena leading off. Hit a 411-foot 2-run homer last time up, back in the 4th. Put the exclamation point on that 5-run inning. Coming in, Seth Smith to make the play. So 1 down. Make sure you join us Tuesday during the Mariners game for Twitter Tuesday. You're going to have 5 chances to win exciting prizes. We're going to be posting questions. We want to hear from you, so be sure to watch. Follow us on Twitter at RootSports_NW. For giveaway rules, visit us at rootsports.com. Marwin Gonzalez 0 for 2 with a walk and an RBI. The bases loaded walk. One of 2 runs scored in the 3rd inning.
I thought the one thing that we've seen throughout this series too, and even earlier this year, when they were able to put Marisnick in center field and you have Springer in right, they cover a lot of ground in this outfield.
There's a ball driven deep to left, going back Ackley, watching it leave the yard. 12-0 Astros. And Marwin Gonzalez with his second RBI today, third homer, 15th run batted in on the season.
Oh, Gonzalez able to get a fastball.
One-0 count, rode it out of here.
Hitters counts, that's been the theme of today. And Gonzalez takes advantage of the fastball, elevated again, up about belt high out over the plate.
22-0
for Gonzalez. Yeah, his third home run.
When they hit home runs, 22-0. When they hit 2 home runs in a ball game. And they're the #1 home run hitting team in the big leagues. That's 2 today, 85 for the season. Here's Springer. Line drive right at Austin Jackson. Two away. Last time the Mariners gave up 12 runs, it was against Oakland back on the 10th of April. Strike one to Carlos. 1 for 4 today with a run scored.
Joe Thatcher getting loose for Houston.
Detroit's got a 5-0 lead at home against Cleveland. It's in the bottom of the 6th. Yankees lead at Baltimore 5-3 in the 8th. Wow, Phillies and Pirates, no score in the 11th. Broken bat ground ball to Morrison. He'll take it himself, and that'll do it. Home run by Gonzalez. Add that to the Houston total. 12-0 Astros. Seventh, as we take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. We head to San Francisco for 2. Giants come to our place for 2. See the Astros again, and they'll be followed by the defending American League champion Kansas City Royals.
Joe Thatcher, veteran left-hander, going to take over for Houston. His 22nd appearance on the year, 1-1 record, 2.13 ERA, 16 strikeouts in 12 2/3. Opponent's hitting .244. He's yet to give up a home run this year. It'll be tough on left-handed hitters. Side armor. Seager and Morrison due up. And Fernando Rodney getting loose in the Mariner pen, so he'll be next up for the Mariners.
Preston Tucker taking over in left field, another one of their bright young prospects. Rasmus moves over to right. Seager shoots one through the vacant hole, base hit. Wednesday, 7:10. Find yourself in the King's Court. Catch a can't-miss pitching duel. It's our King versus their ace, as Felix and the Mariners are scheduled to take on the Giants and last year's World Series MVP Madison Bumgarner. Get your $40 King's Court tickets right now at mariners.com/Felix. Here's what these boys have done as we check out our CenturyLink. What's next? Felix coming off subpar outing 2 nights ago, to say the least. So look for him to have a big bounce back. Logan Morrison. Strike one, Alomo. You heard Bill a few minutes ago reference the athleticism in their outfield. Second inning, 3 balls hit really well. Were run down off the bat of Seager, Morrison, and Ackley. 2 in right field by Springer and 1 in center field by Marisnik.
Rasmus started in left field, moving over to right. Springer's out of the game now. And it also shows with the way that they run the bases. They are first in stolen bases. They go first to third on base hits all the time.
And Springer, first to third, ball hit the left field like it was nothing.
Manager A.J. Hinch.
One and two to Morrison. Toronto-Boston game's gone final. 13-5 win for the Blue Jays. Morrison fouls one back. So 11 consecutive wins by the Blue Jays.
Fernando Rodney, he will be next up.
Two and two to Lomo.
Rodney will, guessing, but we'll probably see Nuno also. Rick Lloyd wants to stay away from Beimel and Tom Wilhelmsen. They've had to put in a lot of work on this trip.
Full count.
Ackley waiting on deck.
We say 17th full count in this ball game today.
to the ninth pitch in this at bat.
Almost trying to extend his hitting streak here in this building to 19 games.
Pitch number 10 coming up to Logan Morrison. I think this is one of those at-bats that Lloyd's going to appreciate. I know Howard Johnson well. Getting later into the game. And for Logan, still trying to battle his way through it.
Pitch 10. Struck him out. One out, one on. Top 7. Brings up Dustin Ackley. 0 for 2 with a fly to right, fly to left. Thatcher pitched 1 inning on Friday's game. Walked 1, struck out 3. Two and 1. Thatcher's a volume pitcher, isn't he?
He doesn't throw hard. He gets by the arm angle that he has and the slider, so you're probably going to see a lot of full counts from him. He has to pitch on the edges of the plate. His fastball is only 84 miles an hour, so he can't afford to live in the middle too often.
Check swing. Get the out at second, says Mike Estabrook, second base umpire.
And good play by Gonzalez at second base to make the catch and keep his foot on the bag. I thought he would go to first base to get the sure out, but he decided to go to second to get the lead runner. The throw beats him. It was just a matter of whether his foot was able to stay on the bag or not.
2 outs, Ackley aboard, fielder's choice. Brings up Brad Miller, who's walked twice today. Quick one to Brett. High fly ball, right field, hit pretty well. Rasmus going back though, and he's going to make the catch. Mariners pick up a hit, their second of the ball game. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning, a 12-0 Astro lead.
Baseball here, brought to you by the Washington Department of Imagination. What would you do if you won? Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Reed Sports Crew. As we take a look at our T-Mobile game changer, and that's been all Astros today. Take you back to early in the ball game. There's Colby Rasmus in the first inning. 2-run single off of Roenis Elias. That's part of a 3-run first. Gaddis coming around. And then here's Marisnik. Another run scores as Carter comes home. And Marisnik later on drives one to the gap. Gonzalez, a bases loaded walk. Elias didn't have it. 3 1/3, 7 hits, 8 runs, 7 earned. And then Rasmus again. RBI single in the 4th. And Conger, young man born in Federal Way, doubles in 2 in the 4th. And then Luis Valbuena. I just said they had not homered in the game, and 2 seconds later he went yard. Second home run of the series. And now Fernando Rodney takes over.
For Fernando Rodney, his 27th appearance on the year, 2-3 record, 6.75 ERA, 22 strikeouts, 13 walks, and 25 in the third. Opponents hitting .304 against him. So he will work an inning.
Just a matter of get through this game now. Get on a plane to San Francisco, get a good night's sleep, and try to forget this one, because you've got a tall task of 4 consecutive games against the defending world champion Giants.
They're going to continue to face some good pitching, but the Giants this year have really swung the bats well. So the Mariners pitching, they're going to have their work cut out for them in the 4 games against the Giants.
Giants, number 2 hitting team in the American and the National League, behind Colorado. 7th in runs, 9th in homers, 2nd in on base, and 5th in slugging. That's a good resume.
Evan Gaddis having an afternoon. 4 for 4 this afternoon. He scored 3 runs. All 4 of his hits single.
Chance to retire him for the first time, and they do. So 1 out. It's been a lot of videotape study on Fernando, working on some mechanical things and trying to get him back to where he'll be the full-time closer again. Still a work in progress. Ball 1 to Chris Carter. Give you another idea of how wacky this series has been. 17 pitching changes. .2-0 pitch. Aired it out at 96.
Rodney, the 5th pitcher for the Mariners this afternoon. Houston has used 3 so far, but they have a right-hander getting loose in the pen, so they'll make another change.
Green 1. Will Harris getting ready. Green 2 to Carter. '18th full count of this ball game as well.
Breaking ball missed. 1 out walk here in the 7th. Star Wars night coming up this Friday, 7:10. Mariners host the Astros. Make sure you can take some photos with more than 30 characters from the movies. Plus, join in on the fun and dress the part for the Star Wars costume contest. The night's going to cap off post-game fireworks set to a Star Wars soundtrack. Get tickets at mariners.com.
Colby Rasmus will step in for Houston. Having a good day, 2 for 3. He has scored a couple of runs, driven in 3. Good series, 4 for 9 in the series.
Blue Jays with their win earlier. 11th consecutive win ties a franchise mark.
Seems most nights when you're reading the scores for the Blue Jays, they're scoring a bunch of runs.
Jays #1 in scoring in Major League Baseball. Rasmus is gone. 2 outs.
Hank Conger, 1 for 3. There's a double, scored a run, driven in 3.
We were talking about Toronto starting today, going into today's action. 5.44 runs per ball game. And they scored 343, which is 57 more than the next team, Texas. Mariners got 2 out of 3 from them, got out just in the nick of time, but they still have to come to Seattle. And they will be there in late July, 24, 25, 26, a weekend series right after the All-Star break. Going 2 to Hank. Pulls it to Willie Bloomquist. Goes to Lomo, and that'll do it. Rodney. No harm done in the 7th. 12-0 Astros. Seattle Mariners baseball here on Root Sports, being brought to you by Money Tree. Proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. By Jack in the Box. Taste the new black pepper cheeseburger today, only at Jack in the Box. By Geico, 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by CenturyLink, your link to what's next. Tough day for the Mariners. Down 12-0 here in Houston. Mariners last night feeling good after getting their first win here in Houston for the season. But it has gone the other way. To the moment now, the Mariners have been outscored here in Houston 48-23 in 7 games.
Will Harris, the new pitcher for the Astros this afternoon. So after a couple of lefties out of the bullpen, Mariners are going to see the right-hander. His 24th appearance on the year. He's pitched well, 0.94 ERA, 33 strikeouts to just 7 walks. Opponents hitting .087 against him. For the Mariners, it will be 9-1-2. Sucre, Smith, and Jackson duo.
Foul out and a ground out for Jesus today. This hop for 3. Well, we've seen him 3 games. Let's see why they're raving about it. It's only 3 games, I grant you that, but man, it's a good looking athlete there.
He has a plus arm, runs extremely well. I've seen some of the power. He had a home run to right center field in this series.
Seth Smith in the leadoff spot today. Strikeout looking, ground into a double play, and a strikeout swinging.
Carson Smith, good chance to work an inning. Carson will be the 6th pitcher for the Mariners this afternoon.
There's Correa getting another chance. Two outs here in the 8th. Jordan Mariners greats Jay Buhner and Dan Wilson. 3rd annual All-Star Softball Classic for youth. Bringing family and friends to Safeco Field Saturday, June 27th, 3 p.m. start time. Show some love for our community's young people. For ticket information, visit www.uwkc.org. Ball 1 to Austin Jackson. Very short homestand here for the Astros. 3 here with the Mariners and then 2 with Colorado. Then they go to Colorado for 2. Seattle for 3 and the Angels for 3. Chance to do the laundry real quick. Two and 1. Austin got the first hit of the ball game for the Mariners in the 6th, to double down the left field line. Tough day for Bud McClendon and company. From a full count. 18th full count in this ball game. As you look at Willie Bloomquist, he took over at 2nd for Robinson Cano. No play. 3-2. Struck him out. Wow. Bottom 8 coming up, 12-0. Astros. For the Big Fish Casino Big Catch, we focus on George Springer, rising star in this game.
Take a look at Dustin Ackley. Hits ball deep to right center field. He was playing straight away right. You can see the speed of Springer as he runs it down, take away extra bases from Dustin.
He's got the wheels. Marisnick's got the wheels. He can play that hill and cover the gaps.
Carson Smith going to take over for the Mariners. His 28th appearance. A 1.38 ERA for Carson. 29 strikeouts. In the 26 innings he has worked. Opponents just hitting 154 against him.
Carson will get the bottom third of the Astros order.
You know, the other part about it, too, with Rasmus playing left field, this is a guy that's played center field almost his entire career, so he can cover some ground, too. Speaking of Marisnick, he will lead things off here in the bottom of the 8th for Houston.
Came into the game 0 for his last 13. It went to 14. Then he got an RBI double, right center field in the third. Crowd on hand here again, 29,153 at Minute Maid Park. Boy, that was some nasty movement on that pitch, 1-2. Well, we're figuring on at least one position player being added to this roster for the next couple of days. And probably going to be more, right? Dealing with 8, you got 8 guys in the bullpen.
Well, I think some of it's going to depend on what kind of shape Trumbo is in. Back spasms before the game today. He was originally in the lineup in a scratch. And
hopefully catch a break there.
Well, hopefully. I mean, Cruz had it the other day, and he ended up missing 2 games before he was back in the lineup. But it still it creates a short situation for you. We talked about Danny Farquhar getting called up and Ricky Weeks being designated for assignment. So we only had 3 guys on the bench today, Trumbo being one of them.
Locked him up. He knew it. Get ready to take on the Giants for the next 4 days. First 2 in San Francisco. Taijuan Walker against the veteran Tim Hudson. Jay Happ against Tim Lincecum. Lincecum got knocked out in New York in his last start by the Mets. Long faces of Mariner fans. Should see ours.
The other part about it, too, is Lloyd and Rick Waits, Mike Rojas. They're going to have to figure out their bullpen and what kind of shape those guys are in.
Valbuena, 2-run homer in the 4th, first of 2 home runs hit today. Gonzalez got one in the 6th. Time call. One and one. Gets it through the hole. Another base hit. At least Valbuena's had a heck of a series. Got 2 hits today. Went 0 for 3 yesterday, and then he went 1 for 3 with a 3-run homer on Friday. CenturyLink, what's next? This is a matchup we're really looking forward to. Madison Bumgarner, World Series MVP against the King. Felix Hernandez looking to bounce back after the mauling he took here on Friday night. Two RBI day for Marwin Gonzalez. Got a bases loaded walk and a 3rd solo homer in the 6th. There's a strike.
Josh Fields, former Mariner product. He will pitch the top of the 9th for the Astros.
Mariners will have Blomquist, Cruz, and Seager. Swinging way over the top of that one. Gonzalez is gone. 2 outs.
Looks like a pretty good slider from Carson. Take a look at it. Started on the inside corner, was well off the plate by the time Gonzalez swung at it. Preston Tucker, this will be his first at bat. Came into the game for George Springer.
Tucker 1 for 4 in Friday's game. Two-0 pitch. Live ball, boy, that's got some carry going deep. Off the scoreboard. Scoring is Valbuena. RBI double Tucker. Tucker's 9th double, his 10th run batted in, 13-0 Astros.
He's going to get a fastball, middle away, and he goes the other way with it. Dustin going back as far as he can, just gets a piece of the scoreboard.
Most runs the Mariners have given up this year now, 13. Strike 1 to Correa. 1 for 5 with a run scored. Worst ever shutout for the Mariners, 15-0. It happened in Minnesota in 1977. If this holds, this will be the 4th time Mariners have been shut out 13 or more runs. On 2 strikes to Correa. Outside 2-2. Just got a piece of it.
Elias had to throw a lot of pitches today, and it seems that the guys coming out of the bullpen for the inning of work that they're getting, they're all throwing 20 pitches plus.
That'll do it for Correa. To the 9th inning we go. 13-0 Houston. Angie, thank you. Willie Bloomquist leads off here in the 9th.
This will be the first. Sorry, yeah. Josh Fields taking over for the Astros. First at bat for Willie. For Fields, his 18th appearance, 2.25 ERA, 2-1 record, 28 strikeouts in 16 innings. Good number for him. Opponent's hitting 167.
th pitching change of the weekend here in this series. Feels like breaking ball 1 and 2. Long day at the yard for the Mariners. Struck for him out. Bring up Nelson Cruz.
Nelson 0 for 2 today. Walked back in the second inning.
Strike 1 from Josh Fields. Ground ball to Gonzalez. 2 away.
Mariners pitchers today. Total of 189 pitches for him. 92 by Elias and 97 from the relievers. So a lot of pitches thrown.
One to Kyle.
Mariners with 2 hits today. Kyle has 1 of them. Base hit his last time up in the 7th inning. The other hit belongs to Austin Jackson. He hit a double in the 6th.
Mariners down to their last strike. Pitch. Fouled off. One-two pitch. Did not go. 2-2. Good battle here put up by Kyle Seager. Two and two. Fields ready. Pitch to Seager. Dribble foul. Two balls, 2 strikes. Shift on against Kyle. Pitch outside. Two outs here in the 9th. 20th full count today. There you have it. 2 teams combined. Pitch from Fields. Walked in. Logan Morrison's coming up. He's 0 for 3 today. Gives him a chance to extend his hitting streak in this building, trying to get it to 19 consecutive games. Nothing. The only runs the Astros did not score, the second and the 7th. Romo on an 0-2 hole. Pitch from Fields taken outside for ball 1, 1-2. Shift on against Lomo. Seager at first. Pitch from Fields. Swung on and fouled back. One ball, 2 strikes. Fields steals, and it's fouled off again by Logan Morrison. Crowd of 29,153 here at Minute Maid. Pitch from Field, swung on, missed. Lomo strikes out. This game is over. Houston wins it 13-0. They take 2 out of 3 in this series. The Mariners are 2-8 against Houston. They're 1-6 here at Houston. They've been outscored 49-23 for the season series, and in this series, outscored 24-8. Tough weekend. Talk to you again tomorrow from San Francisco. Right now, Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines starts right now with Angie and Bill.